everyone, my name is Miranda and today I'm here to review the new episode of Shadowhunters, and man oh man was this episode intense and also super fluffy because we got a Malec date, kind of, but also like a lot of confessions and feelings about Malec in general, and I really liked it. I liked, first of all, that Magnus called him over just because he couldn't get his attention, and he was like, you need to take time for yourself, like you've been through hell and back and you haven't really given yourself time to not be on edge 24/7. Like that just seems like such a good boyfriend thing to do, you know, like you look out for each other even when the other one says they're fine, you're able to know when they're not. So they decided to go on their first date. And as far as first dates went, it, you know, wasn't the worst, it wasn't the best, but I definitely liked that you could see Alex be more laid back, and you know how he said he's not a big drinker, but he still, I like how he changed from the beer, which he didn't like, to then he had Magnus's drink, which I guess he did like. I liked when Magnus hustled him at pool and Alec like intentionally tried to lose because he thought Magnus was feeling bad because he was losing, and then Alec turns around and Magnus sinks like 3 balls in one, and Alec is just like, well, I just loved Alex so much in this episode. He is definitely one of my favorite characters. Like in the books I didn't care for him too much, but in the TV show he's just so cute, and I think part of it is Matthew Daddario is just so amazing, and I feel like he does the best job when he does scenes with Magnus because of how much he loves Magnus and Alex's relationship, which is really awesome. I loved when he was asking Magnus, how many people have you been with, and Magnus was like 17, and he was like, oh, 17. He was like, that's not bad, and then you could see his face go like, wait, 1,700? 17,000? Like, I just like how his face was like, he's like, oh, that's not as bad as I thought, and then it was like, wait. I feel like he's just doing it so good, you know, he's really making a genuine portrayal of someone who's in their first relationship at a rather kind of older age, you know, like he didn't have the middle school crushes, he didn't date someone because of the life he lived and because he lived in a society that's not very accepting of dating boys or downworlders in general, and now he's dating both of those. So I'm really happy, and I'm really happy that they were able to reconcile at the end. I really want to see the walk now, where Magnus said that Alec didn't say a lot, because I feel like the walk would just be like Magnus talking about like the randomest things, like, did you see La La Land? No. Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna describe the entire plot to you, and Alex just, like, caught in his own head, you know? I feel like it would have been so cute. So I think they're such a healthy relationship, and that's what I absolutely love about them, because on TV you don't see so many healthy relationships, especially healthy relationships between 2 guys or 2 girls. I feel like it's either something that's kind of exploited or something that's pushed to the back burner. So I like that they're talking about their feelings. I like that Alec is like, I don't care how many people you've been with, but I want you to know that like this is special to me and this is going to take effort. I like that it's not all easy for them. You know, they get along and they have so much in common. You saw with like the drinks, and they were having fun playing pool and stuff like that, and Magnus even said how he gets invigorated by a competitive energy, and that's what Alec has. So I like that you can see that they're good together, but I also like that Alec is establishing that like relationships take effort, and I feel like Magnus realizes that, but I feel like Alec didn't necessarily realize that before because this is his first relationship. So I think now that they see that, it's going to be so much better. And the kiss was so cute, guys. I'm so excited now that they've kind of gone on their date and they can call each other boyfriends now, and it's just going to be so cute. I'm really glad. I think Alec needed this, and it was really great to see an episode that was kind of less about death and darkness and more about first crushes and love and getting to know each other, and it was just really cute. But other than that, we also had Clary and Izzy's visit to the Iron Sisters, which was really cool. I don't remember too much about the Iron Sisters from the book, so I'm just remembering what they said on the TV show, that they make the weapons that the Shadowhunters use. It was so cool. Like visually, I just loved the entire place. It was so stunning looking, and especially I loved when Clary and Izzy had to go in the pool and lay on their backs and the water was like bubbling. That was just so visually stunning to look at. I do have to say though, like when Izzy like portaled them, she portaled them like a mile away from the Iron Sisters. I was like, girl, you couldn't portal us right at the gate or something like that? Like we have to walk all that way up that mountain? Like Izzy's like, look how pretty the castle was. I'm like, girl, if I was Clary, I would be like, look at that freaking mountain we have to climb up. What is wrong with you? Like, I just started training 3 months ago. I'm not at your peak condition yet. But it was really cool to see the Iron Sisters. I really liked it, even though it had the biggest freaking plot twist ever. I like how badass they look. I mean, they're so cool. Like, they're completely down with patriarchy, like, fighting, doing the badass stuff, and I love it. We also got to meet Luke's sister, who is one of the Iron Sisters, but she was the plot twist because that lady is working with Valentine, and I did not see that coming. I'm pretty sure she's in the books, but I think she was in, like, Sebastian's part of the book, so I didn't read those books, but I don't remember what she did in the books. I'm guessing this is what she did in the books, so, like, people who have read the books are probably like, oh, we're just waiting, but dang it, it's like, of course, the one person Clary tells her secret, which, why would you tell her that after Jay said, do not tell anyone else? Clary's just like, okay, I gotcha. Like, this is where I'm like, Clary, you need to, like, ugh, but Izzy knows too, I guess, so I don't, you know, Clary's just terrible at keeping. Don't tell Clary anything, basically, is the message of this episode. But of course, the one person that Clary tells that she has these powers is the one person who's bad, you know. And now I guess she ran off to go tell Valentine about Clary. Valentine wasn't in this episode, so I'm sure he's plotting something. And he has the sword, and we learned that the sword can wipe out entire, like, all the downworlders and demons. So, I mean, of course, Magnus, Simon, Luke, they're all in danger now that he has this sword. And I love, too, that they need an angelic being. Yeah, either Valentine has the angel, like he did in the book, he had an angel locked up, so maybe that's what they're gonna do. Or now they're gonna use Clary, because Clary showed that she has angelic powers, and she showed it to the lady who works for the Circle, who can now go to Valentine and be like, hello, I found a little power plug for this sword if you are interested in my deal. And I think, I don't know, like, I thought that she didn't get along very well with Luke because, like, just the way she talked about him, she's like, yeah, I had to restore our family's honor after a Lucian turn, and I was like, so you don't really like him, you're not proud of him being a werewolf. But then when Clary was like, he's in trouble, she was like, oh, I fear you're right. So I was like, what's the truth here? But now she obviously does not care if her brother dies, so she is just an awful person. And oh my, I don't know. It was just insane when she killed that lady. I was like, what the frick is happening? And now she's probably gonna go find Valentine, right? And be like, hey, yo, Clary, why is it the one person you told? Jace told you not to tell anyone, girl. Ugh. And lastly, we also have Aldertree, who was just continuing to have the award for Dick of the Year, because now we know what his plan with Izzy is. He wants to use her to spy on Clary. And I was so upset at the end. I was like, Izzy, if you tattle on Clary that she can do this, I am going to, like, I would not forgive her for a long time if she had done that, because I'm like, Aldertree, clearly a bad dude. He gave you demon venom without telling you, and you're just like, like, I get that she's addicted to it, so she can't really be like, I don't want it anymore, and, like, Aldertree is the one that has it, but, like, why didn't she go to, like, Aldertree's boss or Lydia and be like, hey, Aldertree gave me this demon venom, said it would heal me, and the Iron Sisters told me it's not. Like, why is she just keeping this to herself? I don't understand that. I think based on stills I've seen of the previous episode, she may be teaming up with Raphael, which is super awesome because you know Raphael hates Aldertree. I hate Aldertree too. I don't even, like, if I was in this world, I would be like, yeah, let's take him down. And now we know his plan with Jace is that he wants Jace out of the picture. He wants Jace to quit because he doesn't have the authority to kick Jace out, but he doesn't want Jace around here anymore. And I think Jace did leave, right? He left for Magnus, I'm assuming, so he did leave, which I don't blame Jace. I would be like, I'm not gonna let you ruin my credibility and also Clary's because he was gonna use the fact that Jace liked Clary against them. Like, no one would trust Clary, no one would trust Jace, and no one already trusts Clary, so I feel like he was doing that to protect both of them. So I feel bad for Jace because, like, he just kind of got thrust upon all this, you know? Like, he didn't want any of this. Like, Clary was born into it. He didn't want any of it, and I feel bad because he's worked so hard for it, you know? And it's just, it's interesting, I feel like. Aldertree is definitely, I still don't know if he's, like, just that against Valentine, that, like, he's doing immoral things to stop, you know, like, the greater evil in his mind weighs out, you know, like, what he's doing? Or is he literally, like, a bad dude, like Sebastian in disguise, or working for Sebastian, or working for Valentine? Because he's definitely trying to get to Clary. He's weakening Izzy to try and get to Clary. He kind of kicked Magnus out, you know? Like, I feel like he's staying away from Magnus and Alec because they're badass. Like, not that the other ones aren't badass, but, like, you don't want to mess with Alex because then you're messing with Magnus too, and you don't want to mess with Magnus because you're messing with Magnus. And I feel like he's also now kicked Jace out and kind of threatened and taken away Jace's credibility, you know, so there's not really much they can say, even if they do catch Aldertree doing something bad. So we'll see. I just can't wait to watch Aldertree like blow up or implode or like get defenestrated or something like that. So if you've watched the new episode, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down below in the comments. How cute was that date just in time for Valentine's Day? Also make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel down below to be told to make all sorts of new videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!